Scripting for a better voice is in a few weeks' time, from writing it down to marking it up. Also, mic technique and voice care tips, all sorts of things as Get a Better Broadcast podcast and video voice continues. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart. You can follow me on Twitter, if you like, where I'm Tweeter Stewart, TWEETERSTEWART. It's well acknowledged that we often adapt our diction or pronunciation to fit in with those around us. If you've ever spent time in another country or maybe even another area of your own, you may have started to speak in a similar way to those who were born and raised there and amongst whom you're living and working. A friend of mine who moved to the north of England speaks with a southern accent until she talks about the bathroom, where bath is what I would say from the southeast of England is replaced with bath, a much shorter vowel. Most of us may change diction or pronunciation even just for a few minutes or hours to fit in with a social group. The way you speak to a manager at work or down at the bank, if there's still a branch near you, may differ from how you speak with your friends in a bar. And on other occasions, you may actually have to put on a fake pronunciation or accent to be understood. Now, I've travelled extensively across the United States. There's only one state I haven't been to, and that's Hawaii. And when in a restaurant in America one time, a waitress asked me if I'd like a pre-meal drink, and I was driving, so I asked for water in my BBC English accent. I wasn't putting it on, I was just speaking naturally as I am now. I'll have some water, please. She didn't understand and asked me again, and then a third time before I realised what the problem was. She didn't understand the accent on the word water. So I deliberately pronounced it in, excuse me, a more American way as, "I'd like some water, please." And she understood. Research commissioned by Santander, the bank, in 2020 found that nearly half of people questioned admitted they changed their voice to make themselves sound more well-spoken. 30% of people changed their voice on the phone because they wanted to sound intelligent, and over a quarter just wanted to make themselves sound posher. For just under a fifth, it doesn't seem to be much of a choice, as their regional accent comes through more on the phone, and over 1 in 10 admit their voice changes depending on who they're speaking to. So what I'm saying is happening to most of the people around us. Brits seem to be putting on their phone voice for anyone and everyone, including strangers, 18%, clients, 16%, even work colleagues, 12%, although over a fifth automatically do it if they answer a number that's called and they don't recognise it. When it comes to the best celebrity voices in the UK, David Attenborough was voted the favourite, closely followed by Joanna Lumley and Idris Elba. Scots are the people most likely to change their voice on the phone to others, with 46% of Aberdeen residents admitting to do this, closely followed by Brummies from Birmingham, 45%. People in the magnificent steelwork city of Sheffield seem happiest with their normal accent, as 60% say they don't change the voice when they're on the phone. People in Norwich, in the east of England, feel the pressure to sound intelligent the most, as 52% of people there who change their voice admit that that's their intention, whereas the lovely people of Sheffield feel proudest of their roots. 21% say they tried to sound more local when they pick up the phone. The research also revealed that 46% of people use their fingerprint to access banking and payment services, but less than 1 in 10 use voice ID, despite your voice being as unique as your fingerprint. A little bit of background, link to all of that in our show notes as well. I'm back tomorrow with more. Some of the most common articulation alterations. as Get a Better broadcast, podcast and video voice continues. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.